Hello everyone, and welcome to my Let's Play of Blueprint. Blueprints, which is obviously a pun for blueprints, bills itself as a genre-defying experience filled with a unique mix of mystery, strategy, and puzzles that weave together to create an unpredictable journey. I have seen the game at Gamescom. I have seen a bit of the demo. So, to my understanding, this is essentially a puzzle game with quote-unquote roguelike elements. The idea is that we are exploring a mansion where when we try to leave a room, we get a random draw of a few rooms to add to go to. And our objective is to reach the end of the mansion. But to do that, we need to build up knowledge of the mansion through multiple explorations, obtain meta-knowledge of how to navigate it, how to create shortcuts and such, solve puzzles, and well, we'll see, I guess. So let's begin. Unfortunately, Let's Play of Friends 03 has greatly displeased YouTube, so for the time being this is canned. I'll see if maybe I can do something about it, if I can upload it elsewhere, but yeah, for the moment this is not continuing. We're going into Blueprints. Dogobomb presents in association with Raw Fury. A game by Tom Darroz.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
It feels extremely dubious legally, and like the sort of thing that people would see and go, no, fuck that, we are not doing that. Because this guy is dead, he cannot do anything about it, even if we don't respect his nutty will. But here we are, day one. And for some reason we have a colonial explorer's hat, which we'll definitely need in a mansion. Okay, 50 steps. We are moving incredibly slowly. Is there mouse sensitivity? Let's go to, I guess, at least here. No, we can go way back. We can go more. Although maybe it's the smooth look that is being a pain. Okay, let's immediately get out. And this takes a step. Okay, I can hold shift to move faster. We do not have a reflection, so presumably we might be a vampire. What do we have? Rocks, not interactable. A gate. Is this where we came from? The gate is locked. Is there a lock on the other side? I cannot see it, so... But we can interact with it, so one would imagine that we might be able to reach it from the other side. Okay, I guess this is probably where we came from, or that. Let's start with this exit. A bird feeding pool or hand washer? I don't know what that actually is. Oh, we took another step. We are now at 48. Maybe I should have stayed in the mansion and done what the game presumably expects from me. Okay, we have a camp. Who the hell is staying on our grounds? The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great-uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. Okay, actually this is our campsite. No one else is being a hobo on our territory. Good, good, good. Anything behind? No, doesn't appear. Okay, ruined section of the wall we cannot jump off. What else do we have here? We have a fence and a stump and a code lock. Okay. Is it 051? You have to check if it's 051. It is not 051. I am disappointed. And there appears to be a shed and some apple trees. Alright. Well, let's keep exploring. We have a quarry of some sort, or a mine, but it is also locked. Okay. Well, this appears to be all entirely locked out, so I guess we are going back to the manor, and we also lost a step somewhere. Yeah, there is also that path. Let's go down there, I suppose. Okay, reasonably we lost a step when we crossed the gate. Do we look? Maybe we lost a step somewhere. Okay, boarded off quarry. Maybe this is connected to the other part. A mosaic. Not interactable, not interactable. Okay, so clearly this is man-made, so presumably at some point we're going to end there. This is a giant fucking manor. Wow. Okay. Hooked a bird. Let's see what we have here. A tunnel. A dark tunnel. Okay, now it's... okay. And it is blocked off by a variety of boxes. And we have a torch, but we do not have matches or anything of the sort to light it up. If only we had some scouting skills to keep matches on ourselves. But alas, I guess we are not a scout. If only. Alright. Let's finally go into the manor. We have wasted 10% of our steps. Even as we are now back to 44. Okay, birds, a lantern. A playing cards. Ace of spades. Ace of spades, queen of diamonds. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take screenshots of these. These feel like they will come up in a puzzle somewhere. I wonder if this Steam notification pops up in the recording. No, it does not. Okay. A clock set to 8:41, I guess. Okay. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes. and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. Sorry, I was finishing off my tea. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. 1. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. 2. Tools or items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. 3. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair, or whatever that thing is. Okay? You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Yes, we can. The antechamber, the entrance hall. Call it a day. Day 1, 44 steps. Well, I suppose, actually, what is this? Okay, this is a painting, this is... Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. Rules established. I guess let's go forward. Bedroom. When you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Closet contains 2 items. Hallway is a hallway. Let's go. I guess let's go with a hallway for this one. But I don't really want to go into the hallway. Let's open this door. A lavatory, a spare room, and a guest bedroom. Yeah, let's get some steps. Okay, a tree and a pin. Does not open. A boat, an anchor, a credit card. Oh, an electronic keypad. Opens electronically powered security doors. Cool. Good to have, I suppose. Is it always in the guest bedroom? Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. Had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evans, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly, KL. Okay, so there are puzzles in the billiards room, so we would like to find it. A nook contains a key, a parlor contains a puzzle, closet contains 2 items. Let's go to the parlor. Although a nook would also be good. Okay, there is Sinclair in all of his unpleasant existence. A rather curious wind-up key, component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the deals you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay, it doesn't look like it's a particularly different game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other two are empty. So 3 boxes, 1 lies, 1 tells the truth, and 1 is ambiguous. Anything under the pillows? No. Okay, let's see the boxes. The gems are on the desk. No, this is a lie. The gems are in this box. Unclear. The gems are on the floor. This is also a lie. So this is the truth. Oh, what a confounding game. What a confounding little box. We got 2 gems. What do we do with them? Who the hell knows? Okay, storeroom contains a key, a gem, and a coin. Sounds good. Let's get that. Though this might dead end us if we do not have anything here. But let's see. Okay, a key, a gem, and appears to be no puzzles. A giant chest spawn, a house model made out of what appears to be cardboard, a bunch of boxes. Yeah, that seems to be it. Okay, back to it. Yep, this is not usable. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. That is bad. Okay, we need to go with the pantry, otherwise we get stuck. What do we have? Which we eat for 2 steps. We have coins. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Ooh, flour, sugar, stuff up there. We cannot climb the ladder. Okay, we have a little timer. More drawings, a grinder, but that's about it. Alright, let's keep going. You know what? Let's go with the den. It has 2 exits as opposed to 1 the other place. Okay. A drawing of a lock. A drawing of a... Well, it's not a drawing of a clock. It is a clock. This is a drawing of a clock. And this is a clock. And also all clocks in this place are set to different times. No, they're not actually... No, they're all set to the same time. It is just quite... Okay, the trunk is locked. Yeah, let's open the trunk. A ton of cash. I don't think we will be able to spend it, unfortunately. Okay. Fire, clocks, chest spawn. There does not appear to be anything here. Passageway requires 2 gems, but I think this is a good use of time because it will give us more than the spare room. This will give us a way forward. And we have some gems, so let's just use it. This door? Kitchen sells food. I will... let's go with the bedroom, actually. He really loves his giant chess balls. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. What else do you have? A portrait of a woman. Courtyard takes a gem, spare room, lavatory. Let's go with the courtyard. This is a passageway. We'll leave the passageway be. Okay. Hammer. I have a sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Well, if only I found it. If only I left the trunk be. This looks like something you could dig up, maybe, or move. But we do not have a shovel. Locked. Okay. Before you draft a bedroom, get 5 steps. No, I don't think so. Nook would be good to get a key and immediately use it. Closet would... You know what? Let's go with the closet. Let's get ourselves 2 items. We get a single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll new floor plans. Whatever. And a black silk sleep mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Not exciting, I will be honest. Not exciting. Oh, so every time you enter the bedroom, you get steps. Maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure about that actually. How did that work? What is this? This is actually just... I don't know what I wanted to say. This is actually just a part of the door you can interact with. I don't want the chapel, I want the corridor. This will lead us straight. A spare room, a chapel, and a nook. Chapel gives us nothing, but I guess we could visit it once. I think I'm gonna go with a nook and grab a key. A key could be handy in the future. A drawing of a tie. Books I cannot interact with. More chat stuff. A radio. What else do we have? This. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will provide to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Well, thank you. What a tip. What a tip. Yes, we have actually the courtyard still. A fedora. Yet a branch. Nothing. Seems to be nothing. Dining. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay, we are rank 4, so I guess rank 8 is how far you go. But actually I'm still going to take the dining room because it gives me 2 exits. Unfortunately, the dinner is not served yet. Okay, a tiger. No, doesn't appear to be anything of use. Well, I guess let's keep going forward. If you enter the gymnasium, you lose 2. Utility closets would be handy to visit, I suppose. Let's go with the gymnasium. Actually, no. Let's go with the... Yeah, let's go with the chapel. The chapel brings us closer to the forward direction. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And we have a gem to spend on it. No expression on his face. Absolutely none. Man is emotionally dead. So the powers that be can monitor the entire match, and perhaps are monitoring us. Perhaps not. You can tell. Although, I guess the fact that this mansion rebuilds itself implies that... here we are. Implies that it is either automated or there is someone controlling it. Maybe. Or maybe this is just something we are supposed to ignore. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Cool. Tapes. Keyboards. Wait, let me screenshot this just in case. A computer. Welcome to Mount Holy Security. Press enter. View set inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. The list will be updated as new rooms are added. Nothing. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Security level and offline modes. Offline mode. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost, during a blackout for example. As a general rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Okay, unlocked. Security level? The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Exemplary radar, you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Well, we have a security keycard, so let's set it to 5. I don't know if this affects anything, but who knows. Actually, wait, there was another thing. Log into network. We need a terminal password. Incorrect. Okay. Is it QWERTY? Is it QWERTY? No. Okay. Well, let's leave this be until we find an actual password. A cam tape, an exit, a keycard, some memos, coffee. Well, that has to be a very old coffee and no one is working here. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all leave out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at a morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding the process should be directed as always to our house manager, Ms. Babish. Terminal passwords. S and the ending is ing. Yeah, I cannot quite read it. More drawings. Until further notice, the entry chamber has been unlocked, and levels are no longer required to grant entry. This is a lie, so access levels are required. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, so I guess actually in this sense the high security rank is good for us, because it means it is more likely to be a keycard door and not a key door, and we have a keycard. Okay, terminal password S No, I cannot read this. This is not a real paper, and you cannot infer it like that. Okay, workshop, we can create new items. Draw new floor plans while drafting in this room, who cares? Kitchen has food for sale, also who cares, I guess. Let's go to the workshop. A hacksaw would be good. A cog. The true box does not always contain the prize. What? Oh, I see. For the box game, it means that the prize may be somewhere other than the rule box. Yep, makes sense. Music. Stones cut blank by hand, and letters wrote blank. Do spell blank our secret scarf from third. A message we read is of 10 lost blank. Among the bold blank words, spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not blank. What? Okay, well, clearly this is something, but I do not know what. I'll leave it be for now. What appears to be a broken lever could prove to be useful. Cool. Can be used in the workshop. Well, I want to keep the keycard. Sledgehammer doesn't appear to be terribly useful. Okay, we cannot combine these. We can combine a lever and a hand. And that is actually all we can combine. Okay, let's do that. Oh, is it? It has to be 3 items. Oh, okay. In that case, we can combine nothing with nothing. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, this is locked, so let's not go here. We can go via the chapel. And lose a coin. Okay, some lovely mosaics. No, actually they're terrible. They are rather terrible mosaics. Another bloody chess piece. Why are we even losing money by going into the chapel? This feels rather weird. Okay. We don't need the utility closet, I don't think. Drawing room is... Well, we cannot get the drawing room. Let's go to the utility closet, I suppose. 10. Okay. We can turn off the keycards. We can turn on the garage. Danger. Toggling off breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. I don't see the reason why we would turn off Gymnasium and the dark room, so let's leave them be. And lose another freaking coin. Of course, this is locked. But we have to go here. Okay. Gymnasium is the best one, although I'm not terribly excited about it. Billiard room would have a puzzle for us. Let's go with the Gymnasium. Which of course has 2 key doors. Hoople Sports. Okay. Nothing that I can see. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Wine cellar has 3 gems. And drawing room, yeah, we cannot get it. Well, honestly, the wine cellar is the best one, I think, here. Who doesn't want some lovely wine? What can we get here? Well, of course we can get 3 gems. Crest could be relevant. It has wine on it, with what appears to be oak leaves. And nothing else seems to be interactable. Yep. Gymnasium sucks. Secret passage leads to a room of the color of your choice. But actually, yes, we can get the secret passage. We can get the boudoir. We can get the lavatory, but lavatory is a dead end. I think the... I'm not sure how this works. We can also redraw. Yeah, let's redraw. Oh, this is worse. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. Walk-in closet has 4 items. You know what? Let's get the walk-in closet. Unfortunately, okay. A key, 2 gems, and a salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. Yay. And someone's portrait. Okay. I was hoping for more items than keys and gems. I'll be honest. Okay, then I guess we need to book it back to the courtyard, which is quite a trek. Yeah, and we have to go through the chapel, of course, which is very unpleasant. Do we think we can combine something else with the salt shaker now? I feel like the answer is probably not. I cannot... well, let's go and see. So it is a loss of some steps. Salt shaker... No, we cannot. Salt shaker does not enhance any of the crap that we have. Which, I mean, reasonable, but still. I was kind of hoping it would. Alright. Back through the entire meta. At least we will get something out of the bedroom. We will get... Yeah, we get 7 steps from going here. No, actually, it's only if we go here for the first step. Okay. Well, we have quite a few coins, so I actually would like the commissary, I think. Let's see. The DRG blocks. Okay, this is a terrible name for a game. This is barely pronounceable. A trash bin. We have seen this already, and this does not help with the password. Yeah, I cannot help. With? Without. What does this mean? The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for the inconvenience. Terrible. Annual Mains Day. Sale 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and day 21. Mount Holy Commissary. I don't like the fact that there is a day mechanic. It concerns me. What is the upgrade disc? Well, whatever it is, we cannot buy it. We can only get a shovel and a gem. I do want the upgrade disc, but I'm missing a coin for it. Yep, shovel. Well, let's grab a gem. And we are right next to the courtyard, so let's dig this up. And get a turnip, which we salt and eat. Because we are sick. Okay, let's get a few 3 steps. Does it actually? No, it does not give any steps at all. This is just free space. Oh, okay, so this is it. This is where we end for today, I believe, because we cannot reach anything else. And none of the items we have are helpful to us. Yeah. Okay. Is there any way for me to identify what this says? Uh, Oing? Oing? Snacking? Dumplings? What could this be? I cannot tell. Snap? Snakes. Snying. Snowing. I should probably go to the room and try it. S. This could be M, this could be W. What I read as ing is probably ong. So swa-ong. Swa-ong? Okay, let's go to the security room and try words. Swa-ong. Swarong? What the hell is swarong? Swarong is not a word. No, swimming is... No, this cannot be swimming. Swan song? Swimming swan... this is a word, I could try that. Link into network. Swimming. No, this is not swimming. This cannot be swimming. Okay. Swan song? It is swan song. Okay. It would be infinitely easier to read on a real paper because you could see through it. Connected to net. Web services. Punch in or out. This service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Horton, and all domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Ms. Babbage for more details. Announcements. Saturday, November 4th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, know we are all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. Thanks. Request schedule change. Okay, yep, this has been disabled. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoes, shovel, sleeping mask, sledgehammer. Brass compass? Okay. Okay. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. There are no other active terminals. Office, laboratory, and shelter. Okay, so there are 3 other terminals. Electronic mail. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Data transfers. Data transfers from sync are not currently available. Okay, so actually this got me enough. Glossary of terms. Adjoining. Rooms are considered adjoined if they are connected to each other via a doorway. Okay. Bedroom. One of the most common types of rooms. Bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps. They are identifiable by violet borders on their floor plans. Cool. Call it day. You may call it day at any time. This will end the current day and reset the rooms on the estate, your inventory, and your steps. When you run out of steps, you will be forced to call it a day. Color. The color of a floor plan will usually indicate the type of the room. Violet for bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, red for red rooms, and blue for blueprints. Default type. Contraption. Workshop is a useful room in which you can experiment trying out different combinations of inventory items in an attempt to create a new and unique contraption. Dead end. A dead end is any room lacking a second doorway. If the room ever has an additional doorway, it is not considered a dead end, even if those doorways are blocked. Directory. The directory contains detailed information for the all rooms on the estate that you have drafted. You may access the directory at any time from the system menu or by pressing R. Division blocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Division blocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Okay. Drafting. The action of selecting a floor plan from the three options present to you. Yeah. Draft pool. Yes, of course. Draw. Okay, yeah. 3 plans. Draw. Okay, so drafting is what you actually add. Drawing is what you draw. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to read all of this. The east wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border the very right edge of the house. Okay, so it's only the border that counts as a wing. Cool. A feature on the network that you are now perusing. Boom. Gems. Valuable resources used by architects to draft special floor plans. Okay, so estate includes grounds, house is just house. Coins. Purchased from the shops. Green room. Floor plans that have a green border are known as green rooms. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and gardens and are naturally synergistic with one another. Cool. Keycard door. Electric powered doors of reinforced steel that can only be accessed via keycard. Keys. There are some unique special keys that can unlock special doors or rooms that only appear in specific locations in the house. History. Okay, cool. Hallway. Orange floor plans, known as hallways, are rooms that often contain many doors. They provide architects the means to branch off into different paths, allowing for greater flexibility. Grounds here. Mechanical. These rooms are often heavy in mechanics and often contain control systems that can interact with other elements of the estate. These rooms are marked by the symbol of a gear. Yep, each morning it resets. Permanence. Most things on the estate reset from one day to the next. It is the nature of the house. However, few things are permanent and are usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset. Network is called Black Bridge. Each row of rooms in your house makes up a rank. As you progress north, the rank increases. There are 9 ranks listed on Mount Holy's official blueprint. However, among the staff, whispers of a 10th rank can often be overheard. Yep, there is floor rating. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active on the estate. The more rooms in your house, the larger the spread. Did not find anything like that. Shop, colored in yellow, are shops where you can trade coins for shit. Okay. Tomorrow. Rooms that provide benefits in the future belong to a special category of floor plans. Tomorrow rooms. They are marked with a cloak symbol. Trunk is locked and contains items of interest, and west wing is bordering the left edge. Okay, then this is actually it, and Swan Song did not help me very much at all. Let's see if I can use the sledgehammer to bust open the orchard, question mark? Wait, shit, I went the wrong way. No, I sure went the right way. We have to go through the pantry. Okay. Yep. My guess is for the sledgehammer would be that I might be able to break the boards here. Incorrect. Or that I might be able to break into the apple orchard. So let's see if I can go do that. Or maybe I just need a key for the apple orchard. Oh, no, this has a a lock combination. And I do not know what it is. Okay then. Then this is where we call it a day, because we cannot progress any further. Yes. And this is also where we are going to call it a day for the Let's Play, because this has gone on for quite a while. But tomorrow we will continue our investigation. We've got through 23 rooms, reached rank 7, took 71 steps, and found 6 items. Mount Holly, mid-sized villa. Save and continue. Actually, I should have clicked save and quit, but we will see. For it is now day 2. Well, tomorrow it is going to be day 2. It is not really day 2 yet. Because that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.